Hey, welcome to another episode of Always Ask Questions. I want to talk to you guys about what I used to draw. A lot of people keep asking me this question on social media, so I thought I'd go ahead and show a video and just show you some of the things that I use to make some of my artwork, whether it's my posters, my shirts and stuff. Like, how do I draw my content? So let's go ahead and take a look at what I use, which is, the iPad Pro, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and change the screen over so I can show you, a little bit what I do and, how I use some of my tools, all right? Let's get into it. All right, guys, so as you can see, I'm on an iPad Pro. This is what I use. This is like a 12.5 inch, I believe. This is not the newest model. This is the model before the newest one, so I do need to upgrade my iPad. But hey, man, this thing works pretty well. Still does its thing, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this thing called Procreate right here. So this is app right here. So we're gonna click on that, and it opens up and it shows you a whole bunch of different things that I've already drawn previously. So if we take a look, you can look at some of my artwork that I've already done. Like we can click on this right here and it'll bring up the whole, picture. Now you can zoom in just by tapping it like this, which I really love, just in case there's different details and stuff that I want to really get into. And this thing, it does so many different things, man. You could do vector art and other apps or whatnot, but this app is the one that I very first started with, and it's worked out for me very well, man. You have endless different colors, you have shading, you have tons of different brushes that can make anything from bricks to spray paint. If you want to just splatter around a little bit, I mean, you could do a lot of things with this, and it's very convenient. Working on one of my children's books right now, but you can do anything. You can make coloring books, you can make story books, you can make posters, you can make just various different things of artwork, postcards, t-shirts, posters, canvases, pretty much anything. Then you can get really detailed. Like, this is just a nice little cartoon that I'm working on or whatnot. Not nothing super detailed or anything like that, but you can really do everything on this thing. I mean, motion, let me see if I can play it. I was playing around with a little bit of motion, not motion, but artistic work. It takes a lot of time doing this stuff, so that's why I really haven't really gotten into it. But this type of stuff, man, you got a lot of people doing a lot of professional work off of this right here. This is like a $10 app, and you can get a lot of work done. So yeah, man, I mean, this is what I use. A lot of people ask me that question all the time. Like, hey dude, what do you use? Hey dude, what do you use? Hey man, what do you use to draw? And I'm like, hey, this is what I use to draw. And it gives you a lot of different things that you can do, man. I mean, if you really want to get people down to the T, it gives you the ability to do a lot of things. Like, you have some people who will freehand everything. Like, I freestyle a lot of stuff, but then like when I have projects like this that I have to do, where it's like, if I'm doing Kobe or I'm doing that, I can freehand it, or I can use images as references, or I can go ahead and trace over different things if I want to get it perfect, if I'm doing something for somebody and I'm on a time constraint. Like, there's so many different things that you can do, man. Look at this. Young Jeezy in the building. I mean, you can make anything, man. So you're not limited, and you can practice and get better and better. Different styles, if you want to do some more realism type stuff, if you want to do cartoon type stuff. I mean, it just really depends on you and what you're trying to get into, how well you're trying to get into it. You know what I mean? So this is what I use, man. Now, this is an Apple Pencil. The Apple Pencil, I think this is the Apple Pencil 2. But this Apple Pencil right here, man, it charges like the way I have it. When you put it right there, it automatically charges it. So this thing never really dies at all because it's always on the charger. I mean, I can be drawing with this thing for hours and it doesn't die. And every time I sit it down, it magnetic goes and boom. The iPad lasts for quite a bit, lasts for a while. This thing is good too if you want to take it on the go. I can do this on the airplane. I can do this at a basketball game. I mean, I can do this pretty much anywhere, man. I haven't even done this in the strip club. I done did this in the clubs. I done did this at coffee shop, Starbucks, in the car. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can draw with this thing anywhere. And that's another cool thing about it. It's so convenient. It can fit in your lap. It doesn't overheat and get hot. The screen is really smooth. Now, I prefer, if you're a right hand or left hand, you may want to get this type of glove. This glove basically helps you for not letting the oil and stuff in your skin get onto the screen, because when you do, it may mess up and get in the way of the pen, so it may like skip a line or whatnot. But it's very, very fluid. Let's go ahead, since we already seen some of my artwork and stuff, let's go ahead and look at exactly how this thing works. So typically I always draw, like you can decide what type of dimensions and stuff you want to draw in on here. But I typically always draw 15 by 19. That's just my standard size. So, and I also draw in a P3. That's really good resolution for when you're looking at something on an image. That's how the colors are so vibrant. P3 is something that I use to always make sure my colors are very, very vibrant, very, very rich. And also I use it on 200 or 300 DPI, nothing less than that. So, you know, usually 300 DPI, that's exactly what I go for. But I already have my presets set up, okay? If you want me to, I can go into another video diving into that a little bit further if you want to see. I'm just going to have to set up my camera in a certain way where you guys will be able to see that a little bit better. But so I usually draw in a 15 by 19. So I hit on that and boom, it hits me a brand new sheet, right? It's a brand new sheet. So what you usually have, you have a layer over here, and then you also have a back color here. Matter of fact, let me set up my camera so you'll be able to see all this stuff on the screen a little bit better. Hold on. Okay, guys, hope this is a little bit better. Now, so what you have here is when you click, let me take this off. When you have a lot of different stuff over here, man. You have your gallery that takes you back to the main screen. You have this little wrench icon right here. You have this, I don't know, it's like a pencil or something like that. You got a squiggly line. You got this arrow. You got your paintbrush thing. Then you also have this little finger like you pointing down. You got an eraser. You have these two boxes, and then you have this color right here, right? So I just want to show you guys a couple basics, man. Like if you hit on this, this is going to bring up a color tab. Now yours may look different. And if it does look different, if you look all the way down here, you're going to have something called the disc. See that? It's a nice little color disc. Then you got classic, which is the one that I like to use. You have harmony, which is really cool because it tells you different colors that go very well together. So if you have this blue, it may go with this orange. If you turn it this way, the green, then it may go with this pink or purple, you know, this magenta. So that helps out a lot. Values, I don't really use this, but this helps you with the values. If you see a picture and it has the actual number of a color, then you can go here and get the actual number of the color. Palettes, this is if you want to have a lot of different presets. I don't really use this either, but you know, some people do. And then this is discs. You know, you got a lot of people that use this as well. But me, I use classic. I really like using classic a lot. All right, so we're going to go over here. And I have a lot of brushes that you probably are not going to have. So I'm going to just start off with the basics, okay? So if you hit this little button up here, this is going to give you your brushes. Boom, just like that, straight to the point. All right, so, and if I'm going too fast or anything, please just rewind this thing or whatnot, man, all right? But so you have things like your sketching, which gives you a whole bunch of different brushes for sketches. So if you want to select a brush or anything like that, you just hit on this like ink, right? You hit on ink or you hit on drawing. You got this brush called Blackburn. Let's select our color. Say we want to do a purple. Boom. And look at that. Woo-wee. You see that? Now, here's a couple of things to go into your brush, since we're talking about the brush section right now. You have a lot of different things that you could do, but we're only sticking to the basics right now. You have this over here, which makes your it'll make your the point of your brush bigger or smaller. So let's say, for instance, I take it all the way down to 2%. That's at 2%, that's 3%. You see how that size is? But if I take it all the way up to, you know, 100%, now look at it. So you can increase or you can lower the tip size, pause, of your brush. You know what I mean? So that's always real cool if you want to cover an area a lot bigger, or if you want to take it down, and you can do that. So this right here controls the size tip of all your brushes. Remember that. This right here. And I know you can move this around the menu. I don't do all that, man. This is where it is. This is where I go to, okay? Now, this little button in the middle, if you hit this, right, this usually will bring up this ring. And this ring, all you do is hold your brush down, and it can like, hold on, it can highlight where you want the color to be. So it highlights, it's like a magnifying glass almost. And wherever you land this thing in the middle, it's going to take that color, and boom, it's going to be that color. So let's do it for white. Boom, we're on the white. Now we draw on white, you know? So There's a lot of stuff to this thing, man. The next thing you have this. This is the opacity. So opacity means almost like Casper the Friendly Ghost, like you can see through it. So if we pull this up and we pull this, let's say we go to 49%, right? And we go back to our color purple. You see how the color changes? Let's put the opacity up a little bit more. Okay, boom. Then we put it up to 4%. It's like this. But the more lower that it goes, the more you're going to barely be able to see it. And you probably have to go over it and over it and over and over to color it in. So basically, instead of you having to really draw all light and stuff, it does it for you automatically, which is another thing. That's why I love about using this digital thing. It cuts so many corners. It helps to get the job done. That's the whole point, man. We got a project. We want to get it done. Let's get it done. We get it done in your face. So, hey man, hold that thought. I hope you guys are getting a lot of good value from this video. But I want to let you know this video is sponsored by In Your Face Art. You can go ahead and hit the link in the description, man. Get you some really dope merch. I drew and designed all this stuff myself. We got many more designs, and I'm working on making a lot more original pieces. So if you want to look something like this, or you want to get something like this, you know, hit that link in the description, man. These do not fade in the wash. They run big. We got big guy sizes. They're very vibrant. They're very soft, colorful, all that stuff. And they all drawn by me, man. So hit me up, man. Link in the description. If you really want to get some heat, you want something different. And if you really want to go different, hold up. Check out our LED bags as well, man. Dope book bags and stuff like that. You can check these out too, man. Customizable. So, you know, rock with your boy, man. It's one way you can support the channel. You already know what it is. So it just helps out with the pace a lot. So you want to play around with that a whole lot, you know, that's on you. But I really don't mess with the opacity too much unless I'm really getting busy on some other type of stuff. And that's for another video. But let me see. What else can I talk about? All right, yeah, we got the gestures, man. All right, so gestures. I don't use all the different hand gestures. There's a ton of gestures and stuff. I don't even know them all myself. I'm not an expert at this. I just love to draw. I know how to draw. And I use some of the basic stuff that they have. But I'll show you, all right? So look, say, for instance, you get a brush and you're like, yo, man, this is awesome. Look, oh, man. And then you go ahead and you get another, I don't know, let's say a turquoise. You go, oh, snap, I made a mistake. Okay, what do? How do you fix that mistake? Do you go ahead and, you know, you get a, let's get an eraser, all right? Let's get an eraser. Be like, oh, I got to erase that. Oh, yeah, but you're erasing the other thing too, silly. Look, you're erasing everything on here, right? Look, we made another mistake. Look at you. You know what I'm saying? You made another mistake. So how do you fix this mistake? Well, you got these two fingers right here, all right? And these two fingers gets the job done, all right? So what you want to do is you want to do like this. Boom. Hit the spot right there. Boom. You see that? Boom. Every time you tap 2 times, oh, look, voila, it disappears. Look at that. It's like magic. It's a magic thing. No, it's not magic. That's just the gesture. It's the two finger. These two fingers right here, they are powerful. Okay, these are powerful. All right, so what you want to do is, you know, you want to make sure that anytime you make a mistake, anytime you mess up, you hit it with the 2. You can make things disappear. Now, what about if you make a mistake? You're like, oh, wait. I hit it 2 times. And I made the picture disappear, but I want to bring it back, okay? I made a mistake, then I made another mistake, so I want to correct the mistake. All right, so now you got to use the 3, okay? This is the 3P. This is the Michael Jordan, okay? This is the 3P championship. This is what you want to do. You want to do, look at that. It brought it back. It's not magic. I don't have superpowers. These are called gestures, and the screen is smart enough to remember these gestures. Now, we may not be smart enough to remember all the gestures, but the computer remembers all these gestures, okay? So you can do that to take away. Boom, you can bring it back. Now, just remember remember your 2s and your 3s, all right? I know some of you guys a little slow. It's okay. Just remember 2 and 3, 3 and 2. That's all you got. Just try to remember that, all right? You're going to be all right. So, let's see. Now, it's a lot of gestures, man. I'm not going to do that for this entire video, but I just want to show you guys some of the basics. All right, what's another basic? All right, yeah, eraser. Now, the cool thing about the erasers that I really like on here is that your eraser can mimic any single type of brush that's on here, all right? So, we hit our little eraser brush right here. Say, let's go to the paintbrush. Remember where your paintbrush is. Say we're going to do another color, all right? We're going to do this color right here. This is ugly highlighter color, all right? Now, what we're going to do, we're going to, boom, we do like that, right? Boom. That's nice. That's a real nice brawly OG, the brand new brawly green or something like that, right? And we're going to use that. But say, for instance, you know, if you have a different type of eraser, say you got a gel pen eraser, it may not erase in the same, look at that. It's barely erasing. Look at it. I don't even like this thing, right? So let's get an eraser that looks exactly like it. So that's Blackburn under drawing. So let's go to drawing. Let's see here. Drawing, Blackburn. It erase in the same capacity or the same size as that brush, and you can mimic. So you can do a lot of tricks with the eraser too if you want to erase in a certain type of way, right? So like sometimes I'll show you guys a trick that I do. Like sometimes, say if I color something in and I'm coloring blah, 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 and then I use one of my favorite brushes, which is the technical pen. Where are you at? In the inking tab. So I go over here, I go down to my technical, and say if I wanted to do nice little cuts into the picture, I can, just for like little detailed effects and stuff like that. You know, you can erase, cut into a picture. You can do so many things, man, that I really can't say all in this video, but there's a lot of different things that you can do as far as using your brush to mimic your picture in ways that you can still edit it, you can still draw it, shape it up different ways that you want by using the eraser and manipulating it in that way, right? So let's erase all this garbage. Let's get all this out of the way. All right, boom. Let's get all that out of the way. Now, what else? What else we got? Okay, yeah, we got the smudge tool. Okay, now this is the smudge tool. Once again, you can use this as any form of all the pens, man. You can use it in any brush that you want. And so say, for instance, we take this and we say, hey, you know, we want to smudge this. We want to fade it in, right? So what we do is we'll take this, bring up our opacity, and you see that? You see, let's look really close. Let's look at that. Look. This thing is so smart. It works like you're really smudging. And now it's actually taking the white in the background and smudging it together. It's taking all the other greens and smudging it together. So that's how people do a lot of details when you're doing realism or you want to get something real smooth with the fading and all that stuff. I use it every now and then, not as much as I used to because I do a lot of anime style. But that is also a really cool tool if you just want to do some smudging. This is the fading, smudging, and all that type of stuff. And you're like, well, wait a minute. What if I just want to do my color? I don't want to do the background. You know, this color is separate from the background, right? Once again, see, this is from the background. Now, what you can do, and this is more, you know, in depth, I can do a different video on it, but this is the alpha lock. Well, what is the alpha lock? The alpha lock is making sure that you only smudge, well, I believe you're only smudging what's on this layer. But since you don't have anything else on this layer, it's going to be kind of hard. But that's what I usually use if I want to only, you know, smudge things in that layer and I don't want nothing else to get messed up or anything. I don't know why it's not working right now. Let me see if I take it off the alpha lock. See what happens. Okay, yeah, so I only want to smudge things that's on this layer, so it's doing that pretty well for me. But you literally can take out the background, and that's another thing. This is called layers, right? Sorry, I'm not the best teacher in the world, but I'm just telling you what I know. But these are called layers. So every single layer, all right, whichever one's at the top, it will cover what's on the bottom, okay? So say, for instance, let's switch this layer, all right? I know, like I said, you rewind it if you need to. But say, for instance, this is the bottom layer, and I take a blue, okay? Now, look, you see that? When I'm coloring, I can't color over this because this layer is on top of this layer, right? If this layer is on top of this layer, you're not going to be able to see. But let's say if I get a different color and I hit this purple. Now, this purple is going to go over both of those two layers. So the purple is over the green. You see it? The purple is over the blue. You see it? So this purple will go over all these colors. But let's say I switch this layer under the green, right? So what you do is you hold down and then bring it down, let go. Boom, look at that. Now the green is on top of the purple. What about that blue? He's not getting any love. Okay, let's select the blue. We're going to hold him down, all right? We're going to hold him down. All right, come here. I'm holding you down. You better, you know what? Hold on. Technical different. Yeah, you better come in. You better come in. We'll take him to the top. Boom, look, now the blue is on top of everybody. You say, you know what, screw that. What do we do, guys? If we want to fix it, what do? We use those two fingers, right? So let's go ahead and use those two fingers. We're going to get rid of that. Boom. So these layers are very, very important when you're drawing, man. I can go into a whole nother video. So what I'm going to do, look, like I said, this is just the basics, man. This is not nothing going too deep. I just want to show you some of the tools. All right, I ain't even going to all this, man. You got so much stuff over here, man. You got a lot to look at, man. You got insert photos, take a photo, add text. You got canvas over here. You got the share button to share it into different files. You got the video button if you want to. We can get an instant replay of all the BS that I just did that didn't make any sense. Look at that. You can go in time lapse. You can go rewind. You can go fast forward. You can go rewind. You can go fast forward. You can do all that stuff. You can even export your whole time lapse video. All right. Now this is a whole, man, you can have a whole dang on class on this on itself with this one button right here, man. All right, you got automation, freehand, rectangle, eclipse. I don't even know how to use all this. I know how to use a majority of it, but not all of it. Let me show you a little example, right? So if I hit this little thing right here, and then look at this, look at these, like little ants or whatever, just running around across the screen, right? And you see this little circle. This is the ant hill where they all come from. And until you come back, you can come back to this. And when they all come back to the ant hill, then you hit select, which is this little thing right here. And now, hold on. When you select it, now I can, hold on, damn. Oh, I wasn't on the right layer. Sorry about that. Yeah, if you ever try to select something, seriously, if you ever try to select something and you're on a layer where there's nothing, you're not going to grab anything. But let's go to this layer. All right, so we got the little ants. Let's do the little ants. We're going to do a circle back to the anthill, and then we're going to hit this. Now, with these two combined, our powers combined, I'm Captain Planet. Boom, look at this. I can shape this however I want. I can take this, I can whip it around town, bring it around town. By using this thing right here, I can change the how the box is around the circle. I can make it bigger, I can make it smaller. Now, this is called uniform. Yes, sir. That means it is uniform. It is not going to act any way crazy. It is going to do exactly what you're asking it to do. You know, big, small. It's not going to go all wiggy-waggy when you make it bigger or smaller. It's going to stay in that position. But if you want to just get a little wacky, we can do freeform, all right? Now, freeform is like I can make it shrink. I can make it expand. I can bring it to this side. I can do it like that. I can make it super skinny and medium. This thing is free fall. It's free form. You can do pretty much anything. So if you want your, yes, sir, or you want your, man, I want to do whatever I want to do. Then you got distort. Distort, you can bring it all the way right here. You can make them come into the screen or some 3D stuff. I mean, it can get really crazy with all these different things, man. You couldn't do this with a sheet of paper. Look at this. You can't do this with a sheet of paper, man. You can do some 3D crazy. I haven't even really used these type of tools. You can do some real crazy 3D type of stuff. You can't do this on paper, all right, unless you know what you're doing. But doing it this seamlessly, just being able to change things at the drop of a dime on canvas, paper, it ain't happening. Trust me, okay? It's just not happening. And these are some of the tools that are just giving you the ability to do all these wild, crazy, wonky things. It's pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? But once again, look at that. Bring it back to, yes, sir. All right, bring it back into uniform. So those are some of the things you can do. Also, right here, you can flip. Look at that. You can flip it. You can flip it the other way. You can be like Two-Face from Batman. You can even rotate it, right? You know, you can rotate it. You can fit it to the canvas, so it could be perfectly. You could be, I don't even know about the bicubic. I might have to do a whole video on that. You can reset, bring it back exactly where it was, like you never even touched it. Snapping, I don't know what the heck snapping is. I'm not even going to act like I do. But yeah, so these are just some of the basics, man. I mean, when you hit this, it'll automatically let you know, grab the whole thing. Once again, all the same tools apply. If you want to flip it and stuff, you want to freeform, you know what I'm saying? You want to bring it all wonky. If you want to, yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? You can do that. You can distort it, all that, you know, distort it all crazy and wonky. Once again, you can warp it. And if you say, you know what, I missed what I did before, I don't even know what I was doing, bring it back. You can bring it back. All right, that's what you can do. So there's a lot of things you can do with this, man. Like I say, you know, drawing this type of stuff is a lot of fun, but I have a lot of different drawings that I've done, man. So, I mean, on a serious note, you really can draw some really beautiful pieces of art on this thing. And I'm talking about from shading, line work. So I'm going to be doing a lot of different videos showing you guys like how to do the line work, how to do shading, how I color, all that cool stuff. You know what I mean? And yeah, we're going to go from there. So I hope this video helped out. This is just, you know, what I use and, you know, just a couple little tutorials on, you know, how I use it or whatnot. Nothing super too in depth. But I think we'll do a little series and we'll do part 1, part 2, all that good stuff, and just show you all the different things that I do. All right. But yeah, man, you already know what it is. This is in your face art, and always ask questions. And yeah, man, put it in the comments if the video was helpful. If not, if I can get better at explaining and showing you guys stuff, hey, please let me know. I'm trying to get better. That's what I'm here for. So I'll talk to you guys a little later, and you have a good one. Peace. Introducing our customizable in-your-face book bag. This is a custom book bag that you can hook up to your phone via Bluetooth and change and put anything that you want on this book bag. It comes with lots of features and you can download anything. I mean, it doesn't matter what cartoon, video game, animation, entertainment, basketball athletes, anything. Whether you want to promote your own business or you just want to have something fun. It is water resistant and it's great for all ages. I mean, whether you want to be bicycling with this book bag, go on motorcycling, if you want to just have something to travel on the airport, everywhere you go, this thing is a conversation starter. And trust me, I've been all around. Everywhere I go, I can stop for this book bag non-stop, okay? So check out our brand new custom LED book bag. You won't regret it. This thing is super awesome. Battery life can last up to 18 to 20 hours. Easy. Turn heads everywhere you go with your brand new customizable in-your-face book bag. Check you later. In your face. These shirts were made in the US, which means sizes run true to size, if not slightly bigger. We make art, we sell art. And our shirts range from small to 5XL. So big and tall, we got you covered. We use polyester fleece materials, which means they're very soft and breathable. Love the vibrant colors? Well, don't worry. They don't fade or shrink after washing. Tired of the same old boring images used over and over again? Or just a square image right in the middle of your shirt? Our shirts are custom designed and fully wrapped all the way around. We have sold thousands of orders all over the US to happy customers. So what are you waiting for? Order some of the most amazing, vibrant, and soft t-shirts in the industry today. We make art, we sell art. In your face!